Something was taken from me yesterday, and it was the thing that I least expected to be taken from me. As a matter of fact, it's something that I was excited about. It's something that I was proud of. It was something that was even like relatively new. So let me give you the backstory. Welcome to the GoInspire podcast, where we dive deep into everything human design. You'll find this podcast tailored especially for the independent, spiritually aware, free spirit, excited to learn, grow, and experiment their way to their best life. As a lifelong adventure, my empathetic, purpose-driven style is here to help you tackle life's problems, make them more fun, and have you feeling like you have an awkward best friend that just gets you. Join me for each episode to decode your human design chart, talk lifestyle, parenting, relationships, and, well, how to be more unapologetically you. Something was taken from me yesterday, and it was the thing that I least expected to be taken from me. As a matter of fact, it's something that I was excited about. It's something that I was proud of. It was something that was even like relatively new. So let me give you the backstory. Something big is coming. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you feel it too, but it's been brewing and simmering, and I can feel it. I've been feeling it for a long time, and it kind of feels like circa 2020 energy. Like I felt something was coming before the pandemic. And I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine on a rooftop in Arizona. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but something big is going to change. Something big is coming. Something like, I don't know how to explain it. I can't, I have no reason to believe that this is true, but I can feel it and I know it. And I'm getting those same vibes. And so all of that to say, I have been also feeling this need to just purge this, purge that, open up the junk drawer, look at all that junk, gotta go. Stuff on the countertop in the kitchen, it's gotta go. Walking into the closet, old clothes, haven't worn that, nope, that's gotta go. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. It's gotta go, to the point where my husband and my kids are like, oh gosh, what is she gonna get rid of next, right? So purging for me, and probably for you, is like creating space. Literal space, figurative space, energetic space. Is creating space for something new, because you can't fit something else into the space if there's old things taking up room. So, anywho, I'm going to tell you what was taken from me yesterday. But before I do, I want to preface this with the new hasn't landed yet. The new is coming. And with it is going to come something for you that I'm really excited about, that I'm not ready to announce yet. You'll find out. That will come. That announcement will come. But my website went down yesterday. It went down. It was down for many hours, 4, 5, 6 hours. I don't even remember. That's never happened to me before. The provider that I use has been awesome. Super great interface on the front end, on the back end. I love them a lot. Great. It's never happened. And so when I contacted them, they're like, what are you talking about? They didn't even know that it was down, which also doesn't happen. And then when they went to see what was wrong, everything was blank. It was like every page had been wiped clean. It had been wiped clean. Pages that I had worked hours to build on my own, like excited about new colors, excited about the fonts, excited about the way that things are showing up. And yet everything was gone. And I'm like, well, why can't you just restore it from backup? And so they are looking into that and they're like, we don't know. We should be able to, but we can't. And that's so weird. That doesn't happen. And in the moment, my human response was devastation, right? Because I've built this site as a point of reference for you, as a point of reference for others, as a point of a place to come and learn about your design and understand your own energetics. And so my inability to serve you in that moment, the human component of me was just like devastated. I was frustrated. I was angry, also part of my design, right? And the more time ticked on, the more that human response started to build. And then, you know what? I just took a step back. I took a step back because not but 12 hours, 24 hours earlier, I was telling my husband, you know what? I'm not meant to chase people. People that want to work with me, work with me. People that don't. 5 lines are not meant to chase. They're meant to attract. And if you are attracted to me in a moment, you know it's probably because you let me say it like this. People are attracted to 5 lines when they need something and when they feel that that 5 line is able to deliver for them. So if you are attracted to me in time and space, it's because that's exactly where you're supposed to be. So I don't need to chase. So in all of that, I felt very strongly that I needed to do things different with my website, and I was ready to strip it down. Strip it down, which is exactly what happened the following day. And nobody on the tech side could explain it, but the energetics made sense. I called it into existence. And on one hand, I hate that for me and I hate it for you. But on the other hand, it was like such a sign in my circle. And in that moment, I came up and out of the human side of the frustration. And I got to see the abundance of the situation, the abundance of having my sacral lit up and affirming that that's exactly the direction that I should go. Not with everything new, but with everything, period. I never would have taken that. I don't know that I would have taken action on that without the events of yesterday having happened. I just wouldn't. It's a huge time commitment. It's a huge energy commitment to hold the space of the website that I create, right? And it the hour before it happened, I didn't feel like I was ready for that or that was what was coming, and yet there it was. There it was. So all of the purging and all of the decluttering and cleaning and reorganizing, all of that is creating space for something new. There is something so big coming. I'm so excited to see what it is. So excited to see when it shows its face. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for you. I can't wait. And if you're listening to this right now, then I would ask you, what are you creating space for? What are you holding on to that doesn't serve you anymore? That thing that you're holding on to, is it worth is it worth it? Is it worth cutting your blessings short? Is it worth holding on to this old thing when you could be stepping forward into something that's so much bigger and brighter and greater? Is it worth it? And I say thing, it's not always a tangible thing. Sometimes it's a way of thinking. Sometimes it is a way of being, a way of doing. Man, there are even some ways of thinking that I've let go recently. Some ways of being that I've let go recently. To find places of detachment and neutrality. When you cling to something in a positive way, in a negative way, with high vibration emotions, just like extreme emotions, when you cling to it, there's an attachment that's created. When you cling to it because you're angry, when you cling to it because you're excited. Sometimes things that we're excited about aren't actually for us either. Anybody who's ever had a divorce, gotten divorced, they probably are like laughing at that statement right now, right? You get it. But at the end of the day, that's my question for you. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? And in that, I'm going to leave you with this. The new website will be coming. It's already in creation state. I am so excited for you to see it. I'm so excited for you to see the additional things that are coming with the creation of the new. And I hope you feel inspired to go live your best life. I'll talk to you next time. I hope today's show resonated with you. If you want to be first to hear the next shows, make sure you follow the Go Inspire podcast. Check out goinspirecoaching.com for show notes and your free human design chart. And I'll catch you next time.